All right. So what am I doing? I just changed the oil about 5,000 miles ago. I don't know what the hell am I doing. Why am I changing oil again? Well, it's really simple. See this? This rubber boot right here for this swing axle broke on the bottom, right here, more or less right there, and lost all my oil. I drove the car for about 80 miles before I figured out there's something wrong with my tranny, because it was whining really bad. And when I checked, I had no oil, and I found that the boot was ripped, so I lost all my oil, and I didn't even know. So I'm trying to remove all the pieces of metal that may have accumulated onto the little magnetic plugs, which is these guys. These guys have magnets on the other side, so does that one. So I'm gonna take those out and actually clean all the metal shavings that are in there. Trust me, there's a whole bunch of them in there. Here's the thing. What I'm trying to do is actually remove the whine that I got after I ran it out of oil. It's gotten better, but it's still there. So I may actually have to remove the transmission, the whole tranny, remove it, and open the nose cone, and replace the carrier bearing for the input shaft. Yeah, I can do that. Anyways, and I happen to have another carrier bearing for the nose cone. So I don't want to get to that point. So let's see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Yeah, you can barely see the socket. So I'm going to go ahead and pump the gun, or the air gun. There you go. That's all I need. If I can only... There we go. I should be wearing gloves, man. Oh well. Okay, good sign. No, actually not a good sign. Let me stick my finger in there. Let's see if we have oil. Oh yeah, we've got oil. Okay, so it's not. I haven't lost any oil since I added oil, so that's a good sign. And the oil didn't look that dirty. It looks actually kind of clean. So what I'm actually gonna do, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove this plug and very quickly insert this plug just to stop the oil from oozing out. And I'm gonna clean this guy real good from the magnet that's inside, and then I'm gonna put it back, and then I'm gonna repeat the process and do the exact same thing over there. Oops, over there. Do the exact same thing. Cause this oil looked pretty darn clean. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I actually didn't do this one first. I did that one first. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna make an oily mess. That's right. This is how you make an oily mess. That's why you have your cardboards on the bottom to absorb all that mess, and you have this one ready to go. Oh my God. Oh my God, this thing is caked. Completely caked in metal. Yeah. So anytime you run out of oil accidentally, you're going to have to do an oil change. You know what? I'm probably going to do an oil change because this oil is compromised. Yeah, I'm going to change the oil. Now look at that. Look at that. That is all metal. Golden metal, which means that is the synchros. The synchros that are wearing away. Now I don't know if this damage happened when ran out of oil, or if it's a continuing situation that's happening inside the transmission, because the carrier bearing of the input shaft is actually loose, maybe going up and down and shit, and wearing out the synchros. I don't know. The good thing is that if it is the synchros, I have a good set of synchros and a whole bunch of other stuff for the transmission. So, and gaskets and all that stuff. Yeah, I've got that stuff laying around. Just happen to have some laying around, carrier bearing and everything. Anyway, yeah, good thing we changed the oil. Okay, so basically my my transmission's been getting louder, more galling noises. You know, I just changed the oil as you guys saw, but it's getting louder, so I'm thinking this is self-destructing. It's self-destructing right now, so you know, I'm definitely gonna remove the engine, remove the transmission, open the nose cone, see if I can get to that main shaft input bearing that's inside the nose cone. I have an extra one, luckily, and I do have a whole bunch of stuff that I could, if I need to go inside the guts of the transmission, then I'll go back in there. That would be my third transmission that I've worked on since you know, oh yeah, listen to this noise. Is that bad or what? It's just let me put the clutch in again. See how it magically disappears? Yeah, Tranny's going down. You're going down, man. You're going down. I gotta go. All right, that is the project. Let's get started. All right, it's been a couple of days, so I haven't taken the transmission off because I needed some of those jack stands, and so I went to Tool Harbor to get some. The other ones I have are underneath the GTI. We still haven't finished the GTI. We just need to get some tires, slap them on the rims, and then we can get it down. But those tires are very expensive, so we're just gonna wait, leave them there. So went ahead. These are very inexpensive, so I went ahead and got some of those. So we're gonna go ahead and jack up the car, get it out. All right, I wasn't gonna show you this. You know, I wasn't going to show you anything when I'm removing the Porsche engine, because it's kind of like just the reverse of taking that off, and maybe a little different because of that thing. But anyways, what I found out is the bolt here and the bolt here are missing. There they are. There they are. There they are. Anyways, yeah, it goes right here. And the one up here, it's also missing. I'm assuming they're probably here, stuck somewhere, so hopefully I'll be able to find the hardware and just reinstall it. And you can see how much oil is back here that I wasn't able to pressure wash when this hose blew all the oil everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash that once the engine is out. But yeah, sometimes shit happens. All right, so you know, disconnecting the oil filter from those hoses is a mother effer, because those ribbed brass connections, they really get stuck, and it's like you could just pull on them and they will not come out until you cut them with something. So I just decided to unbolt it from here. Unbolt the filter, what you call it, oil filter doodad. Yeah, this guy. So I just disconnected it. It seems to be the simplest thing to do instead of trying to disconnect these hoses, because forget it. I know you could undo that, but it's hell. It only took me a minute to undo both of them, and it came right off. So this is a lot easier. So this is what I did. So now I don't have to disconnect anything right here. Anything right here with the hoses, with the oil cooler, and nothing. Just that. Just thought I'd show you guys that, because you guys might be wondering, like, how did he do that? Yeah. All right, she's almost done. I just have to, let's see, pull these out. I'm gonna leave my muffler on, because I suspect it's not gonna get in the way. It's not gonna. Yeah. So just the 4 bolts, the top ones and the 2 bottom ones, and that's it. It should pull out. I still have to undo those manifolds. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it out, drop it a little, remove the center bolt from the manifold, because those are hard to get out. Same thing with this side. The outer ones I can get to, no problem. It's the one in the back in the center that are hard to get. So I don't want to remove my 2 bolts on my transmission to lower everything. Of course, why not, right? Transmission's coming out. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay, I got the engine down. Here's the thing about the manifolds. The thing with the manifolds, the only way you can install these and remove them is actually lowering the transmission. I actually tried doing it, pulling it back and lowering a little bit. There's no way you can get in there for that bolt in the back and the middle of the manifolds. So don't even try it. You're gonna have to actually always lower your transmission, removing those two huge bolts that are right in the bottom, those big ones. Take those out, lower your transmission with a hydraulic jack, then install your intake manifolds. It's the only way. There's no other way. I tried it and I just can do it. Can do it, pig. Gotta go to Chuck E. Cheese. Anyways, thought I'd just film that because you guys need to know. Basically, lower transmission, raise engine, insert, install manifolds, and then raise up transmission, install the bolts on the transmission so you're done. Okay, we got the engine out. It's out. Everything's been disconnected. That needs to be disconnected. Now we're gonna start with the axles. I have to remove those tires, that tire and that tire, and actually disconnect the plates from it, disconnect everything on the bottom, the mid-mount support that I have to disconnect that. But yeah, these are the bolts I'm talking about. Remove those, lower your transmission. That's the only way you're gonna get that back bolt on those intake manifolds if you have tin on the side. Now if you're not running the tin on the side, well, you're sucking hot air, so whatever you prefer. If you don't have those tins, you might be able to get to them now. So that's probably why it's never mentioned, because probably everybody's not running the tin on the side. I am, just because I want to be more professional. Alright, time to take the tranny out. Alright, so I'm going to get these drums out, because this is one of the first things you have to do, is to remove the drums in order to remove the transmission. So we're going to remove the drums, the shock at the bottom, and some other crap, some cables for the hand, that we have to remove. So yeah, if you buy this thing, it comes with this. This is one of those tools, must-have tools if you have a Volkswagen, because I just removed the cotter pin right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this off. And it's like you take a breaker bar and a 7/16 socket, which goes right there, and all you do is just like I'm just doing this, right? And it just, look at how simple that is to break this. It is incredibly simple. Woo! Like I didn't even put any strength into it, and it just broke it loose. And I torqued it down to over 200 pounds. And yeah, must have if you're doing this, okay? Otherwise, you're like with the socket with your impact gun, it ain't gonna break it. Most of the time, it won't break it loose. So just do it. Get it. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that how simple it is with this tool. Alright, now this is the last part before I disconnecting from that little square bolt, and that's it. And I can just pull this whole thing apart, pull the tranny out. Yeah, there it is. She's out, disconnected. Okay. Alright, that was the last piece, so we can pull that tranny out. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Alright, got the tranny out. She's so grungy that I'm just going to pressure wash it right now before I even open it up, because I don't want to get any dirt in there. So, my boots are okay, everything seems to be okay, it's just grungy. Then we'll take the nose cone off, and that's it. Alright, this is as far as I got. I just ran out of light. No more sun. Anyways, this is as far as I got. I went and pressure washed it. This stuff doesn't come off. It's like really stuck. It's like somebody painted all the dirt on it. Like they took it off and they painted the dirt out. It won't come off. So I'm gonna take this nose cone probably next week. So this is gonna be it's gonna take a while to make this video. But the bearing I'm after is right here. Right there behind this wall, right around there. that's the bearing that I am going to remove. I have it right here. Ta-da! Oh yeah. This is actually original to that transmission. Ha! There you go. Germany! This is original. See, this transmission I had, lost the oil, probably drove it for about a week or two with no oil. Nothing happened to the bearing. It's perfectly smooth, pretty tight. I replaced it with a new kit, rebuild kit, transmission kit, and I ran it out of oil. It only lasted 2 days and it went to shit. So I'm gonna put this back on. I'm pretty sure the metallurgy, that's a tongue twister, metallurgy is probably superior. This is superior to any bearing that's out there. German, original German. So I'm gonna put this bearing back. It's perfectly smooth and tight, no grungy, no nothing. So like I said, put it back. Probably shouldn't have removed it to begin with. Bet you if I would have run it out with this bearing in there, nothing would have happened. I would just be like, what? Put some oil and it'd be fine. But there you go. That's what happens. Life sucks sometimes. Okay, so I'll continue this next week.